Hey y'all, I'm gonna be taking you on this trip with me, and we went to Italy, and I will spend 2 days in both Florence and Rome. Yeah, so right now we're currently in Liverpool Street, but in the express train to Stansted Airport. Unfortunately for us, we weren't aware we were meant to get a ticket before we boarded the train, so we just tapped in our regular oysters and bank cards actually. And if you don't pay for the ticket, you'll be charged £73. So this is just an advice before you guys get on the way. I advise you guys to make sure you book your ticket. I would say this one thing: every time you're going to the airport, make sure you have a positive mindset, because the airport will stress you. Yeah. So we got past the security, we got back to, we went to boot to get our body products and everything that we couldn't fit in the bag, and we just got some food. At this point, I was so stressed because even before we started boarding and moving to where we're gonna board on the plane, we were already delayed like 1 hour. We finally got to where we're gonna board the train at the plane. I'm sorry, I keep mixing it up, and the flight was still delayed 1 hour. Yeah, I just had to keep saying I'm happy because I really don't want my mood to be ruined, and I really wanted to enjoy this amazing trip. So, yeah. We finally got to Italy, guys. Currently in Rome. We arrived so late, but it was worth it. I was happy, even though I was stressed. I was happy, and I was stressed that it didn't end there. I thought that was gonna be it, and mind you, we booked a restaurant for 11, and probably while we were here it was already 10, so and we're starving, so we're just praying to God we were able to get past the security and run through the restaurant, but that wasn't the case, guys. That wasn't the case. Anyways, this is both of us trying to figure out, because this is a new place to us, we know nothing, so we got a cab and another thing, make sure you price around for the taxi before you settle for one, please. We finally got in the hotel. It was so gorgeous, even though it's like small space, it was enough for both of us. The environment was amazing. Only the outside, the downstairs, like the first floor, was very sketchy, but I don't mind. So we go out to go and find something to eat, because the restaurant we booked was closed at this time. So we had to improvise to find something else. Which wasn't bad walking around at night at this time. It was actually very fun and very hot. Guys, it was like 33 degrees, so we're happy to be outside. Actually, not happy to be outside. We wanted to finish eating so fast and get back in the hotel, because the hotel was way more like cool, and yeah. I'm telling you now, don't be surprised. The pasta in Rome will change your life. I basically had pasta, pizza, steak throughout the whole trip. Just letting you guys know to be aware.
Cheesecake bites.
And this is day one. We plan to go to Florence today, but before we start making our way to Florence, I decided to go and visit Trevi Fountain. Oh my gosh, guys, the city was so gorgeous. I mean, Rome is so gorgeous in the morning. I was so happy to be here. We finally got to Trevi Fountain. It wasn't as packed as I was imagining, but guys, stay tuned to the end so you can see the difference between today that we went. This was on Tuesday, by the way, and we left on Thursday. It was a massive difference. But yeah, I was so happy I could the place wasn't overcrowded and I could take the picture and video that I wanted. Oh, it's not even that bad. My experience here was 10 out of 10. I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was so much fun. I spent a good amount of time there, and I felt like that's why I went back on my last day, which turned out to be very crowded. After we were done at the Trevi Fountain, we decided to pick up breakfast because it was still around like 10, 11. This was the last decision that made us decided we're not going to be getting breakfast anywhere else again because this was I was not proud of paying for this. We paid 12 euros for everything on the table. Literally, nice pastry, but not worth it to me. And I wanted iced coffee. Go. We finally got to the station. We're going to Florence. But tell me why the train is delayed 15 minutes again. At this point, I was like, it's everywhere. The bus, everything, always delayed. So we used the time to go down to get our train and bus pass. And tell me why I wanted to use the toilet. They said I had to pay €1. It was a shock. It was a shock. But I guess everywhere have their own, policy and laws. Yeah, just fun seeing. We got on the train a long 2 hours. Or it was like 1 hour for something minutes, which was very long. I thought it was longer than 2 hours even. So we finally got to Florence. We already made plans of everywhere to go, like before we left London, so we knew where we were going. But we had so much time left, and everything. I was so bored, and I wanted to come back to Rome. So my advice is, you guys make sure you do your research and where to go before you go to Rome. Because if you're planning to use a whole day, I would say you need, I don't know, you need to make sure you have a whole lot of things on your list before you go to Florence. So our first location to go was this wine window thing. You guys can research more on the history and everything, and I'll pop the name of the one we went on the screen. But it was so cute, gorgeous. I was able to take pictures. Yeah, it was fun. We didn't spend much time there because we just chucked down the wine. After that, we walked a lot before the shot. So it doesn't look like we walked a lot because it's just the shot you guys are seeing. We found a gelato place. We got that because it was so hot, and this really made me cool down. So I would say you guys are gonna be having a lot of gelato because it's so hot and steamy, and you guys should just want to cool down your brain. So this was the one I went to. And after that, we went to this famous sandwich place, guys. Make sure you know what you want to order because we ordered just out of rush and I didn't like it at all. After that, basically, we literally almost finished what we thought we were going to be doing for the whole day. So we just came to this restaurant to buy time and just get some drinks. And yeah, I was so exhausted at this point. Like, I really wanted to go home, but we still have our dinner to have. We decided to go to our dinner place so early because we were starving. There was nothing for us to do, but yeah, this place was so gorgeous. The food was 10 out of 10, actually 100 out of 100. This is the best food I had throughout the whole trip. Not saying all the other food are not nice, but this was like everything, and I understand why they are 101 best. But yeah, after this I was crying. I just wanted to go home because we were meant to wait for the sunset as well, but we booked our train ticket for like 8 o'clock. So the sunset was just not gonna come that easily. And I priced the belt. Tell me why they say it was 80 something pound. I ran away so fast. And the next stop was the gold shop. Like, there's a lot of gold jewelries that's all around. Of course, we couldn't afford any, so we didn't bother even going near one. We're just going to see the sunset, which never happened. It almost did, but we just had to go to our train station, so we didn't have the full experience of that. This was where we were sitting, waiting for the sunset to set. We had nothing else to do, or maybe we just didn't plan our day properly. But I felt like everything was just, you see and you go. Nothing like going into and touring properly. But it was nice sitting around and just seeing how beautiful Florence is. But it was sunny. I was drained, so you guys get me. And before this train before you guys could see my leg. Before this train could come, it took almost 1 hour lateness. I don't understand what the lateness is with the train like in Italy, but this wasn't my thing. End of the day 2. And this was our first time taking the bus. It was a lovely and bumpy ride, but yeah, good night. Up to day 2. So it's day 2, guys. We're headed to St. Peter Basilica. The bus was so packed, and we realized we were meant to validate our voucher, which we never did. We just used to jump in the bus, but that lady was so nice enough to tell us about it. Oh gosh, guys, the queue you're about to see might look like so long, but it went so fast. The real problem is what you're actually going in for, guys. It was like a morning exercise. Even more, I don't think I've ever climbed that much stairs in my life, but it was very you guys need to experience it to know. Just saying it, you won't understand, and you're gonna see in the video. Yeah, have fun. I probably forwarded a lot of it and cut a lot of it, but I kept some bits and pieces in, and that was all we had for breakfast: Coke, water, and Oreo. Yeah, we had no food before we went. If I could turn back time, yeah. And you can take in like anything other than water bottle, but anything else, camera, everything was allowed. And yeah, but the stairs, it's a nightmare, but a lovely experience though. So at this point is you deciding your fate, whether you want to take the elevator or take the stairs, which we're like, yeah, we're strong independent people, we're gonna take the stairs, guys. I'm regretting it right now, but like it was fun. After the adventure, this was the view. It was so nice, but then I was so tired. I was so hungry. And while we were going to where we are gonna have our lunch, we saw this nice dress. I picked one, very gorgeous. And we headed to that Amor restaurant, and you can guess what I had again: pasta steak. Because I was so in love with Italy pasta. Like, I could eat it morning, afternoon, and night. And while we were sitting, the chef came to greet us, and it was so cute. Even though I didn't know who he was until he pointed to the picture. Yeah, lovely food as well. After that, we headed to this garden. I'm gonna put the name. I don't want to butcher any name. That's why I'm gonna be putting them in the video instead of pronouncing it myself. This was a very lovely experience. We were both scared because we don't know how to swim, and we're going to have to be on a boat alone. So that was the scary part. But when we actually go on the boat, it was like so lovely. I loved the experience. I took a lot of selfies, lots of videos. Yeah, this was a very fun experience. I would definitely say put this on your bucket list. After this, we decided to call it a day, and we took the train closer to our place, and we just decided to have a takeaway pizza to eat and rest. And then we decided after that we're gonna head to the Colosseum just to see it at night, because we didn't book for like the tour. So because we only had 2 days, there was so much we did for 2 days, and it was exhausting, but I feel like for 2 days we really did well. And at the end, we just went back home and went to the bar like in our street, and we just ended the day there. It was cool, and it was a nice experience. Yeah. And this is the day, guys. We had to go back. We had a fun day, but it had to end. We actually didn't take taxi this time because we already found our way to know all the transport and trains and everything. So we just decided we had so much time. We were gonna go to Trevi Fountain. Oh my goodness, guys, it was so packed. But yeah, I was glad I had got my picture and video out of the way. There's no way you could even walk past the Trevi Fountain because it was so packed. But yeah, we took the train. After we left here, we took the train, and then we took the bus to the airport, and that was our journey. It was very, very lovely. I would say I'm coming back to Italy, maybe another city. Yeah, definitely. I had so much fun. I would definitely come back to Italy again, and I hope you guys had fun watching this video, and I hope you guys were able to take lots of information off this video. If you have any more questions, you can drop it down below, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Yeah, bye, ciao.